Alrighty. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. There we go. Can't post them there. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. Alrighty, so goal of today is to dismantle this wall, essentially just take everything down and put it back up in a nice, neat order. Before I need to angle these up a little bit. There we go. Before I had a lot of games on this shelf, but I decided that my bottom shelf of pile of shame was growing very, very rapidly. So I needed to basically expand my shelves, and I had a lot in a corner shelf that you can kind of see there where all the video games are at now. I was able to somehow manage, or I was able to manage to put all the games on that little middle shelf there. So I freed up a bunch of room here. So now we're going to take everything off, and I want to organize things differently than I did before. I did before on based on like size, which I do want to still continue to do. However, I do also want to how do you not how do you say what do you say? Um I want to go based off a completed series as well, just for the fact that I feel like I'm always adding and adding and adding, and then I'm having to shuffle things around, which I know is going to happen in general, but I want to have shelves that just don't change. So that's kind of the goal here. So yeah, let's take off the figures first, and then we'll get to the books. I'm gonna put is this extend enough? Ooh, yeah, it does. All right, this is gonna go here, and I'm gonna just take off the figures first, and do not fall, Mike, please. Behave yourself. And then also, I bought 4 books today, 2 of which are out early, so those 2 will come out near the end of the stream. So it'll be a long one. Buckle up, grab a snack, grab a drink, enjoy, and just come chat with me. I'll be looking at chat every once in a while. So yeah, I gotta remember, don't mess with this pile. Don't mess with that pile, Frank. All my Bochi figures. Look how adorable the Bochi figures are. Great. Lifetime popped out. You're underrated. I appreciate that. I do. Hope you're having a great night. I realize the microphone's back here. Appreciate that. Thank you. Again, if the audio levels are off, please let me know. I'm trying to figure that out as I go. Doing the best I can because this is the first time I've streamed off a TikTok studio and also YouTube in general, and both at the same time. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning process. So stick with me. If things are wrong, let me know and I will try and fix them. But back to getting some of these figures off. Got a couple Persona 5 figures. Don't do that. Oh no, Chica, you fell in half. That's not weird. We're just gonna put you over here, Chica. And then let's grab All Might. You can go there. Ooh, I got it. Nailed it. Caught it. We're good. Thank you so much for the follow, SCP Foundation Jake. Greatly appreciate that. Oh, don't break. And by break, I mean just like come apart. Because it's a pain in the butt to get that one back together. Look at Buff Charizard. Look at how cute this guy is. Such a cutie. Buff Charizard, you get to go on top of the espresso beans because that's the only spot I have open. I was about to say this is the only pop I have. This is the only pop with a box that I still own. It is the My Hero Academia Eraserhead signed by the English voice actor, which I stupidly did not get verified. I just got it signed at a con, and so it's just, oh, excuse me, one of those things that you'll have to take my word for it that it's actually signed by them. Any more figures? Yes. My only Gunpla that I have currently built. which is pretty neat. I have a couple more of these that I still need to build, and those will be on future Wednesday streams. So, yeah. All right. Last but not least, we got our little guy here. Cool. So now I'm going to just kind of like separate, like, these are finished series and try and remember where I put those compared to not finished series. This is a little one-off. When my buddy, I believe my buddy John, yeah, he went to Ghibli Park and he got me a Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind book. He wanted to get me a Castle in the Sky book because he knows that's my favorite, but they did not have any in stock. So yeah. Bum, bum, dum, bum, 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 bum. Okay, right, back on track. Galaxy Next Door. This is finished. Where are we going to put finished books? I just used up a lot of my desk space. Okay. You're going on the chair for now until I figure... You know what? No, I can't get this chair out of here. Also, I need to turn the fan up a little bit higher because the light in here is hot. Okay. All right, we're working on finished series, and series that I own the complete like set for. So let's not do this incorrectly, Frank. Let's just take out the first few and then go with the next first few so you can, not drop everything. I do own all of Beastars despite that not being all of Beastars. I mistakenly bought this thinking it was the manga. It's the light novel for A Silent Witch #3. I thought it was the manga, so that's going to just go off in no man's land. Hell's Paradise. Great series. You go there. Again, Frank, don't take all of them. Just take a handful. Ooh, don't fall either. Okay, this is not a finished series, but I do have to say, highly recommend this one if you've not heard of it. Hiro Yasumi, I just heard the books all fall. There they go. Hiro Yasumi, really good slice of life right here. I really enjoyed volume #1. You are not finished. You're going right there. You backpack into the oblivion, empty bag with a receipt, into the oblivion. Right, finished series. Let's finish this shelf because these are actually finished series. Alice in Borderlands. I enjoyed it. It's not. I'm not a huge fan of like edgy type manga and anime and whatnot, but I did enjoy that series. I've watched part of the Netflix show. I have not watched the anime because I heard the anime is god awful. This next series here is a complete series. It is also, I own all of it. It is Sachi's Monstrous Appetite. Not bad, not great, but not bad. I enjoyed it. So if you need just like a slice of life that's wholesome until the end, which it's kind of not necessarily weird, but a little weird, you can do worse. All right. Now we got to figure out. I don't know why I'm wearing this clip-on microphone. I'm not using my phone, so you can go over there. Okay. Which I need to grab the third one down here. So, weirdly enough, Tyler and I, Magically Average, we bought this series that we both enjoyed. It's called Daily Report About My Witch Senpai. It was only 2 volumes long. And then, weirdly enough, like, the first 2 volumes came out years ago. And then a third volume just came out, like, weeks ago. And I don't know why. So, yeah. This is a complete series to my knowledge, unless they continue more. I don't know if they are or not. So you're going to go in the possible not completed. But what it is completed, if I can get out, we're just going to put you up here. Tomo-chan is a girl. I enjoyed this series. I enjoyed the anime. I think the anime was a lot of fun. So yeah, Tomo-chan is another completed series that we will put down here in our pile. What else? Fire Punch. This is technically completed. Let's grab you. I don't know why I say technically. It is completed. It's been completed for years now. All right. Fire Punch. What else? I feel like Romantic Killer has one more volume coming out. I don't remember. So you go there. My white boy dancing. Please disregard. Okay. Technically a finished series, and book number 14 comes out next week. Delicious in Dungeon. Phenomenal. I know a lot of people are obsessed with the anime, but the book series itself is also phenomenal. So this is also completed as of next week. I'm just going to put it in the completed series because it's close enough. Okay, I guess technically one shots are. Oh no! Don't do that, Frank. Don't do that. Okay, at least just take that down. Those are heavy. Those are solo leveling. Those books are heavy. Goodbye, Airy. Look back. These are both one shots. If you haven't heard of them, you're probably new to manga or you live under a rock. Read them. They're very good. Technically complete. So, looking at this again, I think the only other complete series I have is like down here on the bottom. I have Goodnight Pun Pun, Tales of Berseria, which I don't know why I bought those, but I did. I love Tales of. That's why I bought them. Neon Genesis Evangelion, the omnibuses, and then Summertime Rendering in Steins Gate and Black Paradox. So we don't have too many that are completed. Also, I knew it. Okay, I'm looking at my pile of shame down there, and there are books down there that I couldn't remember if I had one or not. Turns out I do, and I took a guess as that I did have it. So, all right, right, completed series. Take NGE out. If you have not watched Neon Genesis Evangelion, I don't necessarily recommend it because it is such a vibe, and to some, it is not a good vibe. So I do not recommend it, but it is a very good series, and it's a classic for a reason. Goodnight Pun Pun. This is depression in book form, but also great. I do need to finish reading it, so yeah, these are complete. Let's put this over here. Oh, I forgot about this one. This one's etchy, but technically complete. The Girl in the Arcade. It's a weird but fun, stupid little slice of life story. All right, how are we doing, chat? What are we up to? Does everything sound okay? Is everything, are we honky dory? We golden? Oh, excuse me. Alrighty. Cool beans. All right, let's continue. We got just one more series. Oh no, we got a couple more series. We got one more series really to take off, just Summertime Rendering, which does reach. Summertime Rendering, we got the hardbacks. I love this series. It's a great series. Really enjoyed the anime. I am a very open-minded when it comes to dubs versus subs. Like, I don't care. Just watch what you want to watch. I will say the dub for this series is not good. It is not good at all. So if you do watch it, please watch this subtitle because the dub is atrocious. You can watch that on Hulu/Disney Plus. Technically, these are also done. It's Steins Gate, the complete manga, and then Black Paradox by Junji Ito. Okay, that's all done. Manga. Watch, I'm going to go through this and be like, oh yeah, that's done too. While I'm thinking of it, I'm gonna. This is my pile of shame here. Also, my egg cartons down here, which I need to move away. That's so I can display things a little bit easier. I'm gonna grab the rest of B stars while I am remembering it. I need to finish reading it. I should probably take the stack of books that's on top of it off so they don't fall. I do think my shame pile is still going to be the bottom shelf just because it's easy to just pull it from the bottom and then run. But also, it's out of eyesight. We got some messages. Hold on. Okie dokie. Hopefully, you guys can hear the music in the background. It's not just me heavy breathing into a microphone slash running around and talking into the microphone. I've got some lo-fi going on. It's fun. All right, let's get rid of this bottom shelf real quick, just so that way I can be standing again. Down here in my pile of shame, we have the first 3 volumes of Boy's Abyss. Have to read it still. Oh God! Okay, hold on. No, don't do that to me. Also in the pile of shame, not really because I've read this all online. Gokuraku Guy, volumes 1 and 2. Great little series here. It's a monthly series, so there's not many chapters out, but they are a little bit on the longer end because it's a monthly. Do highly recommend this. This is on Shonen Jump. Otherwise, the first 2 volumes are out for purchase. What else? 100 Girlfriends Volume 1. That one, that's a Tyler recommendation. I Want a Gal Gamer to Praise Me. Also a Tyler recommendation, I assume. Probably not. I don't know. I probably picked it up because I'm depraved sometimes. Spice and Wolf Volume 1. I've been watching the anime. Love it. This is one of those ones that I found. I'm like, I got to have this because I love this show. What's up? Be Funny. And Jujutsu Kaisen, question mark? Tyler, be funny. You be funny. And Jujutsu Kaisen is in the giant... You can't see it now, but I guess I could tilt it down a bit again. Give me a second. The giant pile down here, it's Jujutsu Kaisen's in there somewhere. So we'll get to it eventually. Also, I hope my microphone is coming through and you can hear me and I'm not just talking to myself, because that would be really unfortunate. But yeah, I found Gurren Lagann Volume 1. I forgot that they made a manga for this because it was an original anime. Don't know how many volumes there are, but I found Volume 1, so that's neat. I think there's 2 or 3. Maybe 4? I don't know. But I found Volume 1, really enjoyed it. No, maybe there's more than that, because it is kind of a longer show. Anyway, so that's in the pile of shame. Bocchi the Rock, Volumes 2 and 3. I've read Volume 1. Love Bocchi the Rock. Love the series. I read the first essentially 3 volumes online before they came out, but because I love the series, it's one of those things that I bought it anyways. Also down there, volumes 1 and 2 of Medalist. This is just a series that basically Tyler and I had been doing a couple recordings, and this came up a couple times for like Manga Awards, and we're just like, fine, I'll give it a shot. W, and yeah, the mic works good. Perfect. Great. Glad to hear it. I appreciate that because I was just worried I'm talking into the abyss. But yeah, no, if you have any questions, just let me know. But we'll get to it. We're just taking things off, and I'm going through my pile of shame. One that I'm not going to shelve because it's technically not mine. It's my little sister's. But I do really enjoy this series, and I do think recommend it. It is a story called Colorless. And I mean, manga usually black and white, but every once in a while in this they throw in just a patch of color, and it's great. And the color is usually like gems and fuel that they use for like power-ups and whatnot. So this is volume 6. I think there's only 6, maybe 7 volume. The volume 7 might be coming out, but Yeah, volume 6. I still need to read this. Not going to shelve this because it's my sister's, so that's going to go over in a special pile. Also, I need my water. Where the heck did I? Here we go. All right. Really, Frank? Okay. More shame pile. First 2 volumes, which are the only 2 volumes out right now of Gachiakuta. This is apparently a very good series. Have not read any of it, but I hear amazing things about it, and it's getting an anime. Or I think it just like leaks came out that it's getting an anime. So looking forward to reading that eventually one day. We'll see. Next in the pile of shame is the summer Hikaru unalived or died. I don't know. I don't know if I can say that or not. So we'll see. But yeah, first 3 volumes, still need to read it. Pile of shame. Do you have any hardcovers such as Berserk, Vinland Saga, etc.? Yes. So I have all 14 volumes of Berserk that are out now. That's actually behind the big piles here. That's going to stay on that shelf because those things are so darn heavy. I don't want them to like break anything. So those are going to be there. I do have the first 5 of Vinland Saga, and then I had taken off earlier the complete series for Summertime Rendering, which is all in hardcover, and then a hardcover for Steins Gate, which I enjoy, and then Black Paradox by Junji Ito. That's also hardcover. I think that's the extent of my hardcover. I do have over here. I have Volume 1 of Kill la Kill, which is also a hardcover, but it's extremely expensive to try and buy volumes 2 and 3. Volume 1 is easy. 2 and 3, not so much. Okay. It's technically in the pile of shame because I haven't physically read the books, but I've completely caught up via the Shonen Jump app. Shoha Shoten volumes 4 and 5. Volumes 1 through 3 is somewhere in this giant pile because I have read it. Which I'm going to put this pile of shame here next to the dog bed because I need to distinguish what I have and haven't read. Also in there, Momo, the Blood Taker, volumes 2 through 4. I read volume 1, thought it was great, bought the next 3. I love Don Machi, or Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? So this is actually the side story, the Sword Oratoria, which is honestly, I think, a better story than the original. This is volumes 22 and 23. I still need to get to those. I didn't even realize 22 came out, and I saw 23, and I was like, oh. And I looked at what I had read, and I was like, wait a second, I don't have 22. What the heck is going on? My Dear Friend Nokotan, volumes 1 through 4. That is a series that is currently airing, which I still need to watch episode 2. I'm going to put this down real quick so I can straighten out these piles. Okay. Wait, Steins Gate has a hardcover? I never knew that. I guess I'm adding something to my collection. I don't know if they still sell them in hardcover. This one is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. So I don't know if this is still being sold or not. You will have to look that up. So, but yeah, it is a nice little hardcover. It's the complete manga, so I assume that it just tells the complete story of the original series, not the Steins Gate Zero or anything. So you may want to look that one up. I don't know if they still sell that, but check it out. It's worth it. Back to the pile of shame. Shy volumes 1 through 5, or sorry, 3 through 5. I do enjoy this series. The anime felt a little lackluster. I was really hoping for more, but hopefully the second season is better. Shame pile, Witch Hat Atelier Kitchen. It's like I don't know if it's a cookbook or they're just working in the kitchen. It looks like they're just working in the kitchen. If you have not read Witch Hat Atelier is a great series. Like if you want to read something that's magical and don't support a bigot, I would say read Witch Hat. It is a great series. Volumes 1 and 2 of Insomniacs After School. Hear great things. Have not read. This can technically, I guess, go in the complete pile. Yeah, we've come full circle. We found another complete series. The Girl with the Sampaku Eyes. I have not read this, but I have all 5 volumes. So this is going to go in the complete pile there. We'll get to it one day. Next up. let's see here. Another complete series, but I don't have all of it, is A Witch's Printing Office. I have the first 4 volumes, so that's just going to go back into the pile of shame. Also, Witch and the Beast volumes 1 and 2. I really enjoyed the anime. It started off a bit disjointed, but then like not necessarily halfway through, but by like episode 4 or 5, it like got its stuff together and really took off for me, and I really enjoyed it. Also down here, we have Dead Mount Death Play volumes 9 through 11. I love this series. I'm just waiting for more to come out because I just binged through all these as soon as they come out. So I just want more to come out before, before I get through more of it. Another one that my sister has recommended and lent to me, the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. This is a volume 1. I don't know if there are any other volumes for there's no other volumes for it yet. There's more to come. What's the longest series you have? Maybe One Piece. I do not own any of One Piece. It's honestly probably Berserk, because each volume is 3 volumes long. So 14 times 3, I can math, 12, 42 volumes. So probably Berserk. But I do have, like, you can kind of see, like, I have a bunch of Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Like, I have 1 through 18, and then I have the side story 1 through 11 for Roxy Gets Serious. So that's probably, like, the longest running series that I have currently, other than Berserk. Vinland Saga is only 10. Komi's 30, but I don't think I own 30. I think I just own 29. Yeah, we'll figure it out because there's a bunch in here. Oh, I got all of My Hero Academia. That's like 38. So, yeah. Another series that my sister has graciously lent to me and I have just left in this pile, the Apothecary Diaries, volumes 1 through 10. So that is also going in its separate pile there because I want to distinguish what she owns and what I own. Don't want to get that confused. I'm going to put this down real quick. So I have the first 3 volumes of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. These are also in the shame pile. We're almost done with the shame pile, honestly. It's not very long. Like I've probably read about 80% of what I own. And then I've read some of the volumes. I haven't read all of them, but Reincarnated as a Sword, this is just a fun series. I really enjoy it. It's not like anything serious. It's just turn your brain off, have some fun. So, yeah. Also, the anime is actually pretty darn good. So, there's that. Again, another completed series that I forgot I had. Number 6. Number 6. It's 9 volumes long. I'm holding all of them. This is the mistake. This is a completed series, so we'll put this over here as well. Have not read it yet. Shame pile, but technically completed, so we'll put in the complete. Alrighty. We have Dark Gathering 2, 3, and 4. I actually have 2 copies of 3, unfortunately. I still need to get rid of that. That is also the shame pile. Nearly done. Helk volumes 1 through 4. Still need to read this. I watched the anime, part of the anime, enjoyed it. I'm just waiting for the dub to come out fully, so that way I can just binge through the dub and enjoy it. I did like your video with Sloth. It was good. I appreciate that. Yeah, that came together really quickly and last minute, kind of. I was supposed to have him 2 weeks ago, or I had asked him to do it 2 weeks ago, but because social media is weird and DMs go into different inboxes, it did not reach his inbox, and he looked at that inbox a week later, and so we got him a week later. But the reason I had asked him on is because my buddy Tyler, he was out of the country. If you watched the episode, then you know that he was out of the country, and so I wanted to have a replacement guest, and the rest is history. So yeah, no, I appreciated him coming through and chatting with us. It was fun to get to know him. It was fun to, talk to him and pick his brain about manga and the industry and all that jazz too. So we had a good time. This is not a completed series yet, but it's nearly so that I almost want to put it in. I think there's only 1 more volume coming out eventually, and that is Land of the Lustrous. This is volumes 1 through 12. So technically not complete. So we're just going to put it in the not complete spot in the pile of shame. And I think that does it for my pile of shame. The rest of this I've read, surprisingly enough. So let's pull it off. Let's talk about it real quick, and then we'll put it right back up. The Rascal series, it's the 3 volumes that they have. What up, Mighty Goliath? How you doing? Have you ever heard of tennis? No, I have not, unfortunately. If I should have, I'm sorry. I'm just not like. I'm honestly not. If they're a YouTuber or a content creator, like I'm honestly not content creator literate. I know the very basics of like who people are. Like they have to be huge for me to know who they are, and I'm sure this person is also huge. And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm old. I have a full-time job, and I'm just an idiot sometimes. So I don't. And I'm very sorry. He also makes manga content. And I think he would be good to podcast. Good to know. I'll look into him and I'll see if he. I'll talk to Tyler, see if it's a good fit, and we'll give him a holler and see. We don't necessarily usually have guests on, but we do like to do it every once in a while. So I think it would be fun to do more of that, though, because it's fun to bounce things off. But it's also another thing when you're just meeting somebody and you're talking to them for the first time. Like they may not be as comfortable as popping in and interrupting a conversation or just like interjecting an opinion. And I noticed that a little bit with Sloth, but like by the end of the podcast, he was like really poking in and like giving good interjections and giving good points. So it's like it just took a little bit of time. That's the only downside. But I do like doing guest stuff too. So that would be a really good episode. Yeah, I just gotta figure out a topic as well. That was another thing that was just like the obvious thing is to talk about manga, but do we really want to do that? And we're like, you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, because I want to pick his brain about like the industry and reading physically and reading digitally, etc., and what his opinions are on that. So, just pulled off Vinland Saga, the first 5 volumes. I've read the first one. I'll be honest, I've watched the entire anime, so it's like I've read all of that, but like I know that's cheating. But I read the first one. I'll get to the rest eventually. Ugh, excuse me. I'm like have like a frog in my throat tonight. Okay, this is another series that's also buried, so I'm gonna keep that there. It's not technically finished, but God knows when we're gonna get another volume. So I may just throw this in the finished pile because I don't think we're gonna get another volume for another like 2 years, like we did for volume 11. But Toradora does have a manga, and it's fun. It's a good time. But yeah, no, it's not like the manga is not completed the story, and the like wait time between volumes 10 and 11 was legitimately like 3 years. So I think I'm gonna just throw that in the completed pile because I don't foresee us getting a volume 12. Then again, I also haven't looked up if a volume 12 is coming out. I guess I could do that real quick. Hold on. Oh, shoot, I got stuff in my way. I don't want to get too close to the speakers so that way it doesn't bleed in. Toradora, light novel, manga. 11 volumes. Oh, there is a 12th coming out. Wait, is that only... Oh, that's weird. You can't see it because I'm on another screen, but there's no release date for volume 12 in Japan. But there's a release date for it in English, which is February 11th, 2025. That is very much so subject to change. But also we're waiting a year. So, yeah. That's interesting. That's good to know. But yeah, I'm throwing that in the complete pile because that's going to be a long time. Another series that I've been watching the anime. I think the anime is good, but they are really going at a breakneck pace. Is Go-Go Loser Ranger. I have the first 8 volumes. I think the first 10 are out. I saw 10 at Barnes & Noble today. So first 8, I've read these. So these are just going in the pile of just read, but not completed. Okay, one of the ones that I brought up was Sloth last night, and he said his wife did not like 365 Days of the Wedding. I thoroughly enjoy this series. I think it's a great little slice of life. Love it. I can't wait for more. Theoretically, it's getting an anime this year. If that happens, that's going to be, I think, like a fall show, if I had to guess. because it's obviously not a summer show. This is another one where it's a really dumb series. Turn your brain off, have some fun. It is backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. My trusted companions try to kill me, but thanks to the gift of unlimited gacha, I got level 9999 friends, and I'm out for revenge on my former party members and the world. Volumes 1 through 3 here. I have 4 and 5 in that pile right there, but I need that pile for another video for TikTok for shorts. I do shelving ASMR when I push them in for when I've finished reading them. So need those still. Okay. The other series that I said is just on the shelf and I needed to get rid of some things before I got to it. I really enjoy this. There's a somewhat of a competitor series that is similar in the same vein of Child Assassin, but Candy and Cigarettes. This is a very good like child assassin, and Grandpa's the cleaner and cleans up after the kill. So great little series. If you like Kill Blue, I enjoyed this a bit more. Look into it. I think it's a great little series. I think there's a total of 4. Like it's a completed series, but it's not complete in English, not yet. There's 8 volumes out, and I believe there's 14 total, something like that. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Next up, Correspondence to the End of the Universe. This is volumes 1 through 4. Great little series, although unfortunately the first 3 books are really great quality. The paper quality is heavy, it's dense, great reads. And then volume 4, they kind of cheaped out on the quality. It's a lot less dense, it's a lot less heavy than the other 3. Great series though, really enjoy it. Not going to go into what it's about, it's better to go in blind. But it is a good little slice of life. It's not really an action. Let me straighten out these piles real quick. Let's continue. Another great series that I highly recommend if people have not read it. It's on the dark. It's like a dark comedy. It is Die Dark. If you have not read it, phenomenal. Also putting in this pile here. There's a pile underneath the table that's like things I've read that are not complete yet. I already discussed it. Mushoku Tensei. I've got all 18 volumes that are out now for the manga. I'm sure we'll get some more soon. And also the spin-off series Roxy Gets Serious is also down here as well. Woo. Okay. Oh, God, don't want to pull that out. I guess we'll start here. Chainsaw Man. Everybody knows Chainsaw Man. It's a fun series. I am caught up with this week's chapter via Shonen Jump. This arc is really, really odd, but it's a good little arc. I'm enjoying it. And the rest of Chainsaw Man, I don't have every volume. I have up to volume 13, and I think the first 15 are out. Next series, I really enjoyed volume 1 and then in volume 2, and then it kind of got a little different on me, and there's only 1 volume left, but there's no release date yet in the United States. Coffee Moon. If you have not heard of it, it turned out like it went from like a mystery type series to almost like a magical girl mystery type series. So it's interesting. It's fun. I enjoyed it. I'm waiting for the last volume to come out, so we'll see when that happens. Probably not anytime soon. Let's stand up a bit. Solo Leveling 1 through 6. I need to buy, I think they're 8 out right now, so I need to get 2 more. But great little series. Ooh, God. I shouldn't say little. It's a large series at this point. But yeah, it's a great series. Reincarnated as a sword, and then Sakurai-san Wants to Be Noticed, volume 1. I probably won't get volumes 2 or 3 or however many are out. But again, Reincarnated as a Sword is a fun time. I need to put the series with each other, and I just realized that I was going to do that. And it's somewhere in that pile. Fudge. Oh, it's right there. Okay, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it later. Witch Hat Atelier. This is the series that's out right now that I recommended that if you want something magical but you don't want to support a bigot, Witch Hat Atelier. It's getting an anime next year and it looks incredible. And the trailer does not give anything away, and I am grateful for that. So watch the trailer, read the books. It is a great time. I cannot get enough of it. This is another one that I'm falling behind on. When will Yumu make his move? I've got the first 14, and I think the first 15 or 16 are out. So falling behind on that one. And then Shangri-La Frontier. Technically, I have the first 12 volumes. Volume 12 is somewhere in this pile. No. Where did I put it? Yeah, it's in this pile somewhere. Yeah, it's at the very bottom of this one. Shangri-La Frontier. The anime is great. Or not great, but it's a good time. It's turn your brain off fun. It's not necessarily overpowered as much as it is like too much gaming knowledge. So it's a good series. It's fun. I enjoy it. Nearly done. Okay. Fun little slice of life here. My senpai is annoying. I really enjoy this series. It's just cutesy. There's 11 volumes out. Great little tale. And I mean that literally because she's very little. Alrighty. My Dress Up Darling, if you have not heard of My Dress Up Darling, you're either going to love it or hate it. A lot of people don't think it's very realistic. It's not, but, you know, it could happen. Maybe. Cool. And then Bocchi the Rock 1 with Zom 100. I'm behind on buying the Zom 100 volumes, but I have caught up with the series due to the Viz Media app. They have more on there than is out physically. So highly suggest that series and catching up because it's actually